love don't cost a thing. There's hearts for cards, but cash is king. Fancy cars and diamond rings. I won't get caught in all that greed. So come and take a walk in peace. There's all the freedom you need. And go spread your love for the people's greater needs. Take a walk in peace and hear what I'm saying now. The world is obsessed with material things. It's time to throw away your selfish needs. Let's let your words agree with how your actions speak. I'm here to talk, not trying to preach. So come and take a walk in peace. There's all the freedom you need. And go spread your love for the people's greater needs. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't let yourself get lost in all that greed. Oh, no.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to Night Talk. So grab a glass of wine and join me as I'm pulling up here to the mic. I decided let's just put on a little background music along with this scene here. And I've been reading over just a few of your comments. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way in. Fair use. Yes. Let's see. Joanne says, Kimmy had a great live earlier. I missed most of it. I did catch some of it. I did. Yes, I did. So I'm going to have to replay, but it seems that she was sharing some important information there, about her case or um, maybe some updates. Again, I will take a look at it, but it did seem like it was informative. Yeah, I guess I could say it like that. Informative. So, what did you think? What did you learn anything new? And by the way, shout out to my moderators, just chillin'. What's the conclusion? So, that has to do with, Robert Reed. He is an attorney, okay? And so, whether he represents someone for $25 or $5,000, he's still an attorney who practices in California, and he does various, business law and personal injury and other kinds of law. So, yeah, he is an attorney. Okay, so let's just get that clear. But what's the conclusion of it, really? What what does it really mean? Again, whether a lawyer work is strictly determined by the fee you pay him or her, but the quality of the representation or the experience of the attorney, by the way, he has practiced law. I'm looking at some of his background. Let's see, he was admitted to the California bar in 1995. All right. So he has been practicing nearly 3 decades. Um, I think all of this came up as whether or not he was representing this person or that person. It's still, for me, the conclusion. Who wrote the letter? Who wrote that letter that they were representing Danielle Robertson? Who wrote that? Was it Robert Reed? Was he actually representing her? Yeah. Whether it was an attorney or not, whether it was a what was it? That's the main thing. So if any of it is bogus, it's all bogus. So is it real or not? Yeah. And I think it was like based on whether or not the lawyer could represent two different parties if they were involved in the same case or not. So, again, upon reviewing some information, a lawyer typically cannot represent both a plaintiff and a defendant in the same case because it would be a matter of conflict of interest, it seems. So if a lawyer, let's say, represents one party, they hold confidential information. I mean, would you want your attorney representing you and then someone who you are, suing or whatever on the opposite side? Would you want them to represent them as well? That doesn't make sense. Not that it was exactly said that way, but the principle is remains the same. Professional conduct rules for attorneys, they apply. It's fundamental to maintaining ethical practice. Yeah. Yeah. So again, what's the conclusion? How did that end? Yeah. Did someone call Robert Reed? Or did someone just put up some posts? Did they show anything? I don't know. Remember what I said. I hadn't watched that video earlier, nor had I watched um, Olive Tree's video. I just, picked up a little bit here and a little bit there. Yeah. But again, if any of it was bogus, let's just talk about that letter. Yeah. If any part of that was bogus, misrepresentation, fraud, any of it, if Robert Reed never drafted that letter, if that was all part of a hoax, a scam, something to bait a person, that's fraudulent. That's misrepresentation. That's misleading. Yeah. This person brags continuously. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? You've been checked. You've been checked. Kicking and screaming, you've been checked. Yeah. Okay, so follow Unwind with Teddy on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, Station Head, X, Twitch, TikTok, and Discord. Good evening, Bush babies. I know you're out there somewhere in the bushes. Maybe you are on Instagram, X, Facebook. Let's see. The majority of you are right here on Run Tell That Too. So, what else is on your mind tonight? I'd like to play some relaxing music. Um, and you can also email me right now at unwindwithteddy at gmail.com. Joanne says, the actual date may be in question. Okay. So you may hear some sound in the background. I don't know why they are shooting off fireworks right now. Um, maybe it's, I don't know. Leading into this weekend, the, the last one prior to the election. The countdown is now 3 days, right? 3, 4 days, basically 3.5 days before the election. Who's going to win? Do you know that Trump and Harris have been in Michigan all this week? It seems, I think, at least 4 days for both of them. They were here in Michigan today. And Trump was in Warren, and then he made a surprise visit out in Dearborn to speak to a number of Arab Americans. He's gaining some ground here with Arab Americans because they say they just want peace. And whoever can do that, that's who they want to vote for. Also, he's coming back. He's going to make Michigan, I just read, he's going to make Michigan, specifically Grand Rapids, Michigan, his last stop. Both of them this weekend, their schedule is packed with swings through um, various states, and of course, the ones that are swing states, I should say. And yes, she's in Milwaukee tonight. Exactly. They're out there uh, looking to get those last votes, looking to persuade um, undecided voters. And I think today was, maybe for many people, was the last day of early voting. Not, yeah, early voting, I think it was, or is. Yeah. Joanne says it's tough with Arab Americans because both candidates have pledged allegiance to Israel. Exactly. I thought about something very similar because depending on where their campaign stop is, who they're targeting, their talking points or speech is very different. Very, very different. They pointed it out. If Vice President Harris is addressing, let's say, for example, in Pennsylvania, more Jewish voters, it's different. Yeah. Whereas if she's somewhere else in a community that is more focused on Palestinians or Arab Americans, her messaging is different. So they're both Americans, Arab Americans, Israeli Americans, Americans. And both are fighting in a war that this particular one began last October 7th. And it doesn't seem to be getting any closer to coming to, a conclusion. As a matter of fact, it's escalated, it seems. Yes. And it's spreading also in the region. What is that going to mean? Americans, or let's just say the US, is still going to support Israel with billions of dollars each year, weapons each year. How are they going to help to get hostages free? Being part of diplomacy, a plan. How are they going to convince Benjamin Netanyahu to lay down the arms and come to a peaceful agreement? I don't know. I don't know. How does Trump see it? This administration isn't tough enough on not Israel, but on Palestinians. But now Trump has convinced thousands of Arab Americans, it's specifically the leaders, that he would be the best choice overall to bring to help in the war. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Are you getting your notifications? If not, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and make sure you turn all notices on. Joanne says, is it a case of stolen legacy? Is the question. This goes so far back. It does. I don't know. All right, let's play just a little bit more music. This is from a playlist, Chill R&B Songs, Late Night Chill. Let's see how it goes.
One day just tonight, I follow the city lights, the city lights. Nothing I can hide, no use to put up a fight, 'cause I know it's right. Step out in the night, I wish you could let it go, just let it go. The beat drops and you hear the sound of the melody that will set you free. Drink what's in your cup. You have to get right up. The music never stops. I got no alibi. I got no alibi. No alibi. I never meant to go this far behind your back. I was quite off track. There's no need for you to wait in your empty bed where the music's dead. Step out in the night, I wish you could let it go, just let it go. The beat drops and you hear the sound of the melody that can set you free. Drink what's in your cup. Get fired up. Music never stops. I got no alibi. Got no alibi. No alibi. No alibi. What's in your cup? Have to get fired up. No, 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 no. Music never stops. I got no alibi. I got no alibi. No alibi. What's in your cup? No alibi. Have to get fired up. You have to get fired up. Music never stops. I got no alibi. Got no alibi.
All right, so Latoya, you bring up a very important point from today. As a matter of fact, it has struck a lot of controversy. And even some liberals are saying it went too far. So I'm looking at, well, I've been looking at several articles, but I want to start with this one. Here is Fox News. Their headlines about Trump's critics blasting media's coverage of his Liz Cheney's comments. That it's a bald faced lie. The liberal media is peddling or has peddled the false narrative that Trump called for Cheney's execution. So the media warned of Trump escalating violence in final days of election. The backlash the legacy media is facing over its coverage of former President Trump's recent comments about former Representative Liz Cheney of Wyoming is going far beyond his supporters. At a gala in Glendale, Arizona, Trump took a swipe at Cheney, who has been campaigning in support of Vice President Kamala Harris for being a quote unquote radical war hawk. He said, I don't blame, again, in quotations, former Vice President Dick Cheney for sticking with his daughter, but his daughter is a very dumb individual. This is for education, for news reporting. Goes on to say, very dumb. She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her. Okay. Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face, Trump said, you know, they're all war hawks. When they're sitting in Washington in the nice building saying, oh, gee, well, let's send 10,000 troops right into the mouth of the enemy. Several news organizations twisted Trump's comments to suggest that he was calling for Cheney's execution. The New York Times ran the headline, Trump attacks Liz Cheney using violent war imagery. The Washington Post published, Trump suggests war hawk Liz Cheney should have guns trained to her face. CNN headline went even further, reading, Trump says war hawk Liz Cheney should be fired upon in escalation of violent rhetoric against his opponents. The Drudge Report went viral with its top of the page headline in bold red caps, Trump calls for Cheney's execution. Former President Donald Trump is escalating his violent rhetoric, suggesting one of his prominent critics, the former Congresswoman Liz Cheney, should be fired upon. A CNN anchor, Casey Hunt, told viewers. Hunt's CNN colleague Jim Acosta grilled Representative Tim Burchett of Tennessee, Republican, over Trump's comments, saying, when he says 9 barrels shooting at her, that obviously evokes images of a firing squad. It evokes images of execution, does it not? MSNBC's Jonathan Lemire called it the latest escalation of really dangerous, violent rhetoric, while former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie told The View co-host it absolutely was a threat to Cheney. Not everyone is buying the narrative, however, and not just Trump defenders. Critics of the former president across the political spectrum are calling out the media's coverage. Trump did not call for Liz Cheney to be executed. Former GOP congressman and anti Trump critic Joe Walsh reacted on X, saying, "Look, you know how I feel about Trump. And I've been out there every day for 2 to 3 months campaigning my off to help get Kamala Harris elected. But this short clip is so deceptive. Trump is not calling for Liz Cheney to be executed in front of a firing line. He's not. Listen to the entirety of what he said. Quoting, he's an utterly horrible human being who utterly is unfit for office. But the truth should always matter. And the truth is that Trump is not calling for Liz Cheney to be executed." This was Wash added. That's Joe Wash. Trump did not call for Liz Cheney to be executed. Donald Trump did not call for the execution of Liz Cheney. That is a bald faced lie. The Young Turks sent Ergur wrote. He was making a point about how she is a chicken hawk, but also Trump shouldn't talk about guns being trained on her face. That was wrong, especially in a time where we're worried about political violence. This is a classic case of Trump saying something outrageous and the press bailing him out by being purposefully misleading. You didn't have to lie about it for the comment to be totally irresponsible. And when you do, you lose all credibility and no one believes anything you say. So it's very controversial, even right now. Again, people on both sides are saying the media went too far, or some people, not a lot of people, but some people are taking to social media saying that it wasn't fair, that it went too far, that it was taken out of context. Someone else wrote, a columnist, Kat Rosenfeld, quoting, "I don't support Donald Trump, but I also don't support journalists lying to their audiences when he says, paraphrase, these pro war people wouldn't be talking such a big game if they were on the front lines. It is actually not the same thing as saying they should be shot." That comes from the Free Press columnist, again, Kat Rosenfeld. So, what do you think about all of this? With 3.5 days remaining, the rhetoric is, increasing, and um, the tensions are beginning to be shown a little bit, a little tension between the parties. Um, Certainly, Trump himself, he should know better. He was just the victim himself of an attempted assassination. Not once, they are saying twice. So he could pipe down with the rhetoric, even if it's taken out of context. Not now. It's That wasn't right, I don't think. No, no, I don't. Let's see. Let me go up to some of these comments. Latoya says he needs to be in jail. Just my opinion. Yeah. And you are free to express your opinion right here on Run Tell that too. It definitely can be seen as, threatening. Yeah. The lies, lol. Joanne says, can you imagine a black man with 34 felonies running for president? No, I just can't. Not e- no, not even one felony, let alone 34. No. Oh no, not a chicken head. Yes. How about he should have never said it? Correct, Latoya. His investment says guns should not be in the same sentence regarding Liz Cheney. Absolutely. Yeah. Again, you can email me right now at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Share your opinion. Last election, they were removing mailboxes from Democratic communities. I'm sick of him, Teddy, threatening people. Yes. Who is going to be our next president? We will know probably. You know what? I think that with early voting and maybe with better um, counting, let's just say, devices, maybe we will have a good feel. It's being said for about 75% of those who voted at around 10 o'clock on Tuesday night. But that still doesn't count, mail-in ballots that are coming from overseas, from servicemen and women. Yeah, I don't know. Just don't know. Mhm. Either way, one or the other is going to be our next president. I looked at it like that. That's it. It's going to be one or the other. Also, though the persons who are running as the vice presidential running mate for nominee, J.D. Vance and Tim Walz, God forbid anything should happen to our next president. So imagine if it's Trump. J.D. Vance would become president if, they were not involved in something and they were both, living, or JD was living. On the same hand, Kamala Harris, if something happened, that's why there was a vice president. God forbid, incapacitated, any of that. Something, you just never know. Then Tim Walz would become our next president. So, who could you picture, even if it's not during this term, but one of the two wanting to run for president at some point? Yeah. So it's all of that to really think about. What is the likelihood of that happening? It's pretty low, but again. All right, more music for your enjoyment.
night, caught my eye. So fly, oh my, I've been thinking about you all night. I can't get you off my mind. I'm out on deep water. It's too late, I've crossed the border. I'm bitten hard by Cupid, babe. Hurry, I need to be saved. Hurry with all the cliché. Sunny days, you and me. We'll keep out of the rain. Try me on any direction, I'll follow you. Don't wanna wait another day and miss out on your sweet selection. Tell Cupid stay, ask him to stay, and I will clear the way. Last night was magical. What a rush, yet casual. From the first look I knew we could be one love-based symphony. You are in such a good shape. I know I'm out on a limb now, babe, but I'm bitten hard by Cupid, yeah. Hurry, I need to be saved. Go easy on me, babe. Sunny days, you and me. We'll keep out of the rain. Try me on any direction, I'll follow you. Don't wanna wait another day and miss out on your sweet selection. Tell Cupid stay, ask him to stay, and I will clear the way. I've been thinking about you all night. I can't get you off my mind. I can't get you off my mind. I can't get you off my mind. I can't get you off my mind.
I don't wanna care so much, 'cause I really care too much. It's all just overwhelming, I'm just overthinking. I feel like I'm too much. Keep mistaking my anxiety for intuition, and stress keeps getting in the way of my ambition. Logically, I know I shouldn't feel this way, but my body doesn't agree with my brain. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying it's over before it starts. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying there's no one there who cares like I do. I really wanna feel free, but I'm worried I will lose me. Somewhere along the road, I start feeling cold, get caught up in something new that's been further down the road. Down to go, down to go. Ooh. Logically, I know I shouldn't feel this way, but my body doesn't agree with my brain. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying it's over before it starts. I'm looking over my shoulder. Worrying there's no one there who cares like I do. In the past, worry about the present, how do I make it last? Oh, make it last. In the past, thinking about the future, is it gonna be like that? 'Cause I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying it's over before it starts. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying there's no one there who cares like I do.
Let me look up something real quick. I just received an email, so I'm going to play one more song. I'll be right back.
I remember getting locked up in myself. That thing of loving was for everybody else. Lost and lonely, having hurt too many times. Gave up on hoping, thought I'd never get it right. It's all because of you. It's all because I have to tell you, baby, there's nothing more I need but you. It's you. There is no greater meaning. Nobody does the things you do. It's true. How we get lost in each other. Everything blurs when I'm with you. Us two. I wanna stay forever, safe in your arms. I know that, babe, you do me right. Boy, you bring me something that I never knew. A kind of happy I don't ever wanna lose. And when I hear you come knocking on my door, all I think is, baby, I need more. I need more. It's all because of you. It's all because I have to tell you, baby, there's nothing more I need but you. It's you. There is no greater meaning. Nobody does the things you do. It's true. How we get lost in each other. Everything blurs when I'm with you. Us two. I wanna stay forever, safe in your arms. I know that, babe, you do me right. There is no one better. I take on the world with you. With you. I've had many lovers, but no one comes close to you. To you. We are like no other. We paint different colors too. We do. There is no one better. I take on the world, 'cause baby, you do me right. Let me tell you. I have to tell you, baby, there's nothing more I need but you. Nothing more I need. It's you. There is no greater me. Nobody does the things you do. It's true. How we get lost in each other. Everything blurs when I'm with you. Us two. I wanna stay forever, safe in your arms. I know that, babe, you do me right.
All right, so let's just get into just a little bit of the mess. And brought to my attention a post recently created on a couple of Danielle's uh, community pages about Robert Reed not being an attorney, or or is that the case? No, he's an attorney, or shall I say the way that she put it. Now, let me just look at this. Um, she's saying that everybody lied about Robert Reed being Rotted Roots retained lawyer. Retained, and she's got that in caps. This is fair use commentary. And in I'm kind of summarizing it, saying that he is just what? He's just an agent of process. And again, it's preceded by retained lawyer. Then saying that people lied about Dusty, that he's out here false strikes. You're such a hypocrite. And all of your revengers who are agreeing with you, you have so many false strikes. It's the what? Pot calling the kettle black. Talking about he's out there false strike. Both. If it's any of it's false. It's so odd to me that when she's struck by someone, she's the first one howling about a false strike against her and copyright, and this is invalid, that's invalid, and everyone's a scammer and a liar. Well, I can tell you, speaking for myself, I'm using receipts, and when I'm discussing any matters, I'm reading from the receipts. He's an attorney. So now she's kind of like, I'm going to say, putting it on everyone to say that we all said retained lawyer. You can spin it any way you want. How do you answer the question, which that's the one you should be looking at answering? Who drafted that letter saying that he was representing you? Who did it? Was that Robert Reed or no? If any part of that, Danielle, was misleading, deliberate, bogus, you're a fraud. Aside from whether he was retained as a lawyer or not. And all the rest of these revengers who are praising you and saying that you're all this and that and you're a truth teller. No, she's not a truth teller. She is not a truth teller. She couldn't tell the truth if someone paid her. With receipts. She hasn't denounced anything. She hasn't debunked anything, not of mine. I would challenge any of those revengers on the things that they have said about me directly and those comments that I see. Take your own leader and listen. I bet you won't let me show you a receipt because you're just too afraid your leader is going to block you. As she has said, everyone in Teresa's chat is now to be blocked. Unblock your ears. Unblock your hearing because Danielle has you by a short, let me just keep on. You're not free to make up your own mind. Danielle has you trapped in her web of deceit. You cannot escape. You can't think for yourself. No, because if you could at least see one receipt and speak about it, but you're afraid of her. She is not for truth. You're afraid of her. All of those revengers are afraid of Danielle Robertson. So they must say that she tells the truth. Because if they don't, she's going to block them. She's going to banish them forever and forever. And they're beholden to that lie. That's right. Lie after lie after lie after lie. False strikes over and over and over again. But no, they won't admit to that because they're afraid. That's what it is. You're afraid of Danielle. Oh, she's going to banish you. You're going to be doxxed. She already has all of your information. All of it. So, what is she waiting on? You to turn coat. And that's why you don't want to do it. Because you're afraid that she really does have your information. Oh, yes, she does. And that's not fear mongering. Try it out. You praise her for being able to debunk anything, to get information. But the one thing she can't do, revengers, have you seen her contact Danielle Elizabeth Allen? She didn't debunk that. Just saying it doesn't make it so. Just saying it's not me, that's not debunking it. Ask yourself why. Because if she's not Danielle Elizabeth Allen, she's someone who's close to Danielle Elizabeth Allen, someone in that family, and she is concerned that she's going to expose somebody in that family. So she's got to play along. She's got to go along because she's familiar with people in that family. I am convinced of it. Absolutely convinced of it. Because she would have cleared their names by now. Remember how they rushed Remember how Monique Tolbert rushed to clear her name? Monique Tolbert, where are you? I've been talking about your daughter for more than a year. And I just simply want to rule in or rule out. Nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. Mhm. Yes. It's because Superman and Clark Kent cannot appear at the same place at the same time. I'm convinced if you're not Danielle Elizabeth Allen, you are someone close to her. You are someone close to Monique Tolbert because it was all about Monique Tolbert. I have not changed my position on that. And everybody who talked about that Monique Tolbert story, if you put all those videos together, you look at all the information, it all points to that family, Monique Tolbert, being the individual that Danielle Robertson loved. Uh-huh. Not these 16 other families. That's baloney, in my opinion. So disprove me. I'm waiting. I've been wanting you to debunk me. Please. Please debunk me. You won't do it because you know, it just makes too much sense that you're part of that family. Somewhere inside of that family, Danielle Robertson exists. Uh-huh. I believe that, but you can debunk me. Please do it. I said I would take it all back. I would gladly do it. Joanne says she wasn't laughing in Kimmy's chat earlier. Mm. So I hear. The clock is counting down, Danielle. Less than 15 days. It's November the 15th that Google needs to respond to Kimberly Smith. It seems like, I don't know, I may have heard something on that video tonight. I didn't watch it all. I don't know what she, showed. Is it possible that Google reached out to her or something like that? I've got to listen to the video. How about that? So if you're not on the account, Danielle, in your own words, you're not connected to Google at all. Your name, you said it. Somebody's name is, and I'm sticking with that. And I hope, yeah, that information will come out about the account. Somebody's name, something will be released. Again, I'm not on the lawsuit, so I don't know what would be privated or not. Okay. But if things go into a document and they're put as part of the history, I don't know how it really works with Google responding to a subpoena, and if that information is put as part of the documents of the case, or if that's something separate, I simply do not know. Joanne says she won't respond to Google. She'll just run and vanish from YouTube. Well, that would indicate, you don't run unless you're guilty. I mean, it's a sign. Yeah. So if you had nothing to hide, Danielle, uh-huh, you wouldn't run. You'd stand strong. You'd face the music. You wouldn't be a coward. Because remember, in one of your videos, you said, ah, your family, your parents are going to be very disappointed in you, your, family. But you did mention in one of your videos something like this, that they would come around. Now I'm going to put it in that terms. That even though it would hurt them, even though they would be disappointed in you, that eventually they would come to understand, because they're your parents, right? And they would forgive you. Although it would be embarrassing. Would your parents support you creating pornography on multiple people? Do your parents support that, Dan? You know what? You're not a child, you're an adult. So it doesn't matter if your parents support you. So why do you worry about what your parents think? Because you certainly don't care about any other authority, a judge, the police, YouTube. Why do you care about what your family thinks about you? Who gonna check you, boo? You mean your daddy can check you? Your mother can check you. Is that what you mean? They can put you in check, at least in your conscience? You mean you would feel bad in front of your mother and your father? Shame on you. Or would you just look them straight in the eye? Hold up your chin, Danielle. Look your dad straight in the eye and tell him, Father, I did it. It was for a good cause. Oh, but you're grown. You don't have to answer to your daddy. So why do you care? Stand strong. Why are you worried about your family? Find it out. You're grown, Danielle. Oh, so it does matter, huh? I thought you said, who gonna check you, boo? Who? Your daddy not gonna check you, because who gonna check you, boo? He's not gonna check you. He's not gonna do anything. He might look disgusted, but he's not gonna check you. Are you too big and grown for that now? He should have checked you when you were about 5 years old. That's why you say, who gonna check you, boo? Because you've never been checked. All your life, Danielle, you've gotten away. Who gonna check me? That's what it sounds like to me. No, really. Only someone that bold and confident can just say it like, who gonna check me? It's because Danielle Robertson has never been checked. She was left unchecked. Allegedly. She's uncheckable. Somebody said that about Donald Trump. He's uncheckable too. At least that's what somebody said. Who gonna check? She's the unchecked. She said it today. Nobody's checked her. You still not checked? I'm not checked. That's what she says. So why does it bother you when someone brings the truth? If you've never been checked, why does it cause you to kind of lose it? Why? If you've never been checked, no one knows who you are. You say, we're not even close. Then why do you care? It's because you've been checked. And you don't want to admit it. You've been checked into a corner. But those who are afraid of you, they'll cower, and they'll bow to you. One of these days, you're going to find out you're checked. Mhm. And everybody's going to know that you've been checked. Yeah, playing on the dark web. Yeah, pick up the phone, call your dad, call your mother, and let them know. Ugh. Yeah, so they won't be surprised. Mhm. Oh, I forgot. You're grown. You don't owe them an explanation, right? So then, if you're not concerned really about them, not really, and you're not concerned that anyone can check you, then why you know, the weak defense? The truth is the biggest defense, but you don't have the truth on your side. You mean the church? Somebody puts the church in here. Let the church. Do you think the church would defend her? Well, the church is always open, right? So you would expect the church to, welcome the wayward child, the, you know, welcome them back. Yeah, everybody can ask for forgiveness, forgive it. Even you, Danielle. But you've got to confess your sins. You can't come and fake it to the church. No, not a real pastor. He's not going to let you get up in church and lie. Not even in his office, in his chambers. Not really when you're confessing. He's going to expect the truth. I mean, if he's really, about truth. Oh, y'all don't want to hear that. Again, I'm just saying, Who's going to check her? She said, nobody. She'll never be checked. She'll never be found. So then why? Why you running? Why don't you answer? Uh-huh. Oh, don't worry. Just like some other Anons, they were found out too. Mhm. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. Okay. What's the conclusion? I don't know. And no, I didn't talk about your daddy. I didn't talk about your mother because you said you're not connected to any of that family. So if I say Monique Tolbert, that shouldn't bother you. If I say Gerald Allen, that shouldn't bother you. Whether they're your relatives or not, because you're anonymous, there's no connection. So why do you care? Oh, you care. Your behavior and your reaction says so. You see, that's the one thing she can't answer. That's the one thing she can't debunk. No, really. Okay, let's see. Gee, we're over that hour. I told you. So I'm 13 minutes into being over the hour. It always gets good after 60 minutes. So it's 10:11. Don't y'all want to hear some more music?
Yeah. I'm tongue-tied, twisted around your finger like a piece of string. I'm winded, chasing after your ghost is real exhausting. I'm in love, but I don't think it's what I thought it was supposed to be. Love story, no guts and no glory. How did I get so dizzy? Thinking of you, I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Well, I don't usually get like this. 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 Reminded of how I met you, tried to catch you falling. Instead I fell off myself and I just can't stop falling. These wings are gonna flap for me if I keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. How did I get so dizzy? Thinking of you, I don't usually get like this. I don't get like it's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? I just wanna kiss you. Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. No, get like this. Get like this. Yeah, get like it, like it, like it. She loves me not. The This bouquet is all I got. I'm dreaming, or could it be a future for you and me? She loves me, I know it's true. Maybe I'm the fool for you. I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Yeah, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Oh, get like this. No, get like this. Yeah, get like this. Get like this.
All right, so there is a song request before we say goodnight. It is, who is this? When Doves Cry wants to hear this next one, Making Me Brave. King Sis, just for you.
Up and leave. Take a lot of courage just to live out your dreams. Bigger picture I could see if I just close my eyes. Have the foresight to believe. Time don't move backwards, it speeds me to the future fearlessly. Charging forward when I open my mouth, though I may not know how. I know I was born to sing. Travel the world, raise baby girls. Marry my best friend, I'm manifesting. I'm not concerned, 'cause whatever happens, I'm good. I'm good. Actually, more than good. Kinda great. Even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave. Living free. Wanna die when I'm 123. Really wish that all my heroes would notice me, so I could be one of the greats on a big stage, inspiring people to pray and give thanks. 'Cause somehow we made it. We're always protected by building our legacy. Travel the world, raise baby girls. Marry my best friend, I'm manifesting. I'm not concerned, 'cause whatever happens, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Actually, more than good. Kinda great. But even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave. 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 Oh, more than good, kinda great. Even on the bad days, I thank God for making me
Making Me Brave. I don't know if I've ever heard that one, but I like it. All right, that will do it for me. What is this last comment? About Cardi B embarrassing herself. Is she talking about the comment at all? About, Puerto Rican? I don't think she's Puerto Rican. But is she? I know Jennifer Lopez, she talked about it. Um, what is she saying? Latoya. I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I the jury is out for me on certain things about Cardi B. I don't know. Her music, some of it I like. But that's for a different generation, I think. All right. Anyone else? WDC. Amen. Yeah. Everyone, God is in control. Always. Over all of this. Yeah. All right. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Just chillin'. What's the conclusion? Analyze this at Unwind with Teddy. Tomorrow is Saturday. So I do have somewhat of a busy day. I'll see what I can schedule in. If I will even go live in the morning, I'm not sure yet. Keep your bear phones on. Check the posts, and I will let you know. I will be on sometime tomorrow, I hope. God willing. That will do it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good night.
밤이 오면 항상 turn the lights out. Tell me where you want it. Baby, you're the one I wanna know about. We can fall in slowly, yeah. We don't need to do the talking. Get into it, baby, softly, yeah. 매일 on and on, 계속 보는 널. Baby, come and show me. Take my heart, I never thought I could love this hard. Oh, I can't get enough. You got me singing like, I love it when you do it like that. When you walk out wearing nothing but, I love it when we do it like that. You know that I'm right there, want you to. You make it look so easy like that. Then you try out my attention like, just thinking how you make me go on and on and on and on, yeah, yeah. 낮이 되면 잠깐, come on outside. Tell me when you want it. Baby, you don't need to know my whereabouts. I don't get too lonely, yeah. We don't need to keep afford it. Look at me, just baby, I do it. 매일 on and on, 계속 on and on. Baby, come and show me, yeah. My heart, I never thought I could love this hard. Oh, I can't get enough. You got me feeling like, you got me singing like, I love it when you do it like that. When you walk out wearing nothing but, I love it when we do it like that. You know that I'm right there, want you to. You make it look so easy like that. Then you try out my attention like, just thinking how you make me go on and on and on and on. I love it when you do it like that. When you walk out wearing nothing but, I love it when we do it like that. You know that I'm right there, want you to. You make it look so easy like that. Then you try out my attention like, just thinking how you make me go on and on and on and on, yeah, yeah.
I'm just waiting on her to ever say that I'm lying on her. I'm not a liar. People know that about me. They know that about me. I don't lie about shit.